Learning a new language should be the easiest thing in the world. Seriously, think about it. Some people just can't drive a car or swim or ride a bike. Their coordination or sense of direction is just wired differently. That's normal. But language? Basically every functioning human on Earth masters at least one. Biologically speaking, language is pre-installed in our brains. It's factory settings. So why does learning a second one feel like trying to run Cyberpunk 2077 on a Windows 95 PC? It lags, it crashes, and eventually the whole system just freezes. The truth is, it's not you. It's the operating system you've been forced to use from day one. Whether you're in China, the US, Brazil, or Germany, the traditional method is the same everywhere. Memorize word lists, obsess over grammar, do mind-numbing exercises, and cram for exams. In China, kids start English in first grade and keep going through university. That's 16 years. By all logic, they should be doing pretty well by now, right? But look at the reality. The English fluency rate in China is only 0.9%. You've got university grads whose English is worse than an American 6-year-old's. The kid can at least fluently haggle for an extra popsicle. The grad can't even order a coffee without freezing up. The problem is, we've been building exam machines. You get the high score, but in a real conversation, you're deaf, mute, and terrified. We've misunderstood what language actually is. We treat it like knowledge, like history or math. We think if we just learn the rules and understand the concepts, we'll solve the puzzle. But if language were just knowledge, the concept of a mother tongue wouldn't exist. Look, a 3-year-old has no clue what the past perfect or subjunctive mood is, but they can still look you in the eye and say, "Hey, did you steal the chocolate I hid under the couch yesterday?" The reason is simple. Language isn't something you learn. It's a reflex. When you hear a sentence, your brain shouldn't be analyzing syntax and then translating. It should just react. It's like a ball flying at your face. You don't calculate the parabolic trajectory in your head, you just move. But when we study a foreign language, we do the opposite. We translate every word and check every grammar rule. Result? You get slower, you get awkward, and eventually you just stop talking altogether. I was a victim of this system for years. After wasting a massive amount of time, I figured out the glitch through trial and error. If you actually execute this, being able to converse with a native speaker in about 6 months is completely doable. Before we start, you have to answer one non-negotiable question. Why do you actually want this? You need to be dead serious about this. Without a strong enough reason, you will quit. What's a weak reason? For example, I have a friend who speaks French and it sounds elegant. Or, I'm going to Thailand for a month next year, might as well learn some Thai. Or, I love anime, so I want to learn Japanese. Look, Google Translate can handle all of that. You don't need to put in the work for those reasons. What counts as a strong reason? I'm moving to France, so I need to survive. My fiancée is Japanese and I want to communicate deeply with her family. My company is sending me to the Berlin office, so I must speak German. I'm going to the UK for my degree, so I have to master English. These reasons have clear goals, deadlines, and social pressure. That's the fuel that gets you to study for 2 hours a day every single day. To show you this works for anything, I'll use Chinese as the example. People think it's the final boss of languages, Lego brick characters, tonal singing, and alien grammar. But if this method can get a total beginner to daily conversation in Chinese, learning Spanish or French will be a walk in the park. Step 1. Build the foundation. Just like geometry, the entire skyscraper of a language is built on a few basic theorems. If the foundation is solid, everything else follows. At this stage, get an introductory textbook. Ignore the Fluent in 30 days hype. You need a systematic map. The mission? Master the 300 most common characters, 100 core sentence patterns, and the basic grammar structure. And I don't mean memorizing rules, I mean feeling the pattern. Focus on survival. Hello, thank you, what's this, and how much, instead of trying to hoard 5,000 characters. Textbooks are boring as a product manual, but they are the most efficient map to navigate the terrain before you go off-road. Step 2. The cartoon method. People think they should learn from movies because they're cool, or the news because it's proper. For a beginner, that's suicide. It's too hard. The goal is to find the simplest material possible. Cartoons. The language is simple, repetitive, and slow. The situations are visual. You can understand what's happening without your brain having to translate. Start with shows for 2 to 4-year-olds. Yes, it feels childish, but remember, in this new language, you are a toddler. Once you're comfortable, move up to 5 to 6-year-old level shows where you'll hit more complex vocabulary. It's like a video game. Level 1 is easy so you can get the feel, and as the difficulty spikes, you already have the experience to handle it. Pure input. Watch, but don't repeat. Just let your brain link sound to image. Selective repetition. Watch the same episode 2 to 3 times, focusing on different things each time. Shadowing. Repeat after the characters quietly. Don't obsess over perfect pronunciation. Just mimic the rhythm and the vibe. Context guessing. If you hit a word you don't know, pause. Guess the meaning based on the action, then check the subtitles. Step 3. Immersion in the real world. At this point, you've hopefully landed in the target country or you're living with your foreign partner. This is the kill or be killed phase. Everything around you, signs, supermarkets, coffee shops, is your teacher. You'll have a million natural chances to practice, reading labels at the grocery store, asking for directions at the airport, or just small talk like, "Nice weather, huh?" But here's the key. Don't binge. Your brain can't handle a flood. Learn 3 new expressions a day and use them immediately. Don't try to memorize a whole page of words. That just slows you down. Stay on the cartoons at home to learn fixed phrases and use the street to test them. This loop of input and output is how you skyrocket. In about 6 months, you'll have the reflexes. You'll be able to communicate effortlessly, at least for daily life. The critical pitfalls, where everyone fails. 1. Stop translating in your head. The biggest mistake is seeing the Chinese character and thinking this character means elephant and elephant is that animal. That's too slow. When you were a kid and heard elephant, you pictured the animal immediately. Do the same here. This character should link directly to the image in your head. 2. Grammar is mostly irrelevant. Grammar is for linguists. For regular people trying to talk, it's a distraction. Ask any fluent English speaker, explain the past progressive tense and relative clauses. They'll look at you like you're crazy. They can't explain it, but they use it perfectly. It's like asking someone to explain exactly which leg muscles they use to walk. They can't, but they can still run to catch the bus. 3. Listening and speaking are the core. Reading and writing are advanced. Don't flip the order. My 6-month plan is about understanding and being understood. Don't rush into writing. Get your reactions and communication down first. That is the heart of language. 4. Your accent doesn't matter. People get paralyzed because they don't sound like a native. Stop. Language is for communication, not a performance. A native speaker isn't thinking, "Ugh, your accent is trash." They're usually just impressed you're trying to speak their language. They'll actually be more willing to engage with you. 5. Use your dead time. Stop thinking you need to sit at a desk for 2 hours like you're doing homework. Language should be part of your life. Watch a cartoon on the bus. Try a new sentence on the barista. Listen to a podcast while you're cooking. The magic of fragmented time is that your brain consolidates the language in the background. It's way more effective than cramming. 6. Socialize to survive. Don't lock yourself in a room. Look at Benjamin Franklin and John Adams. Both lived in France. Benjamin was a good student. He read scripts, checked grammar, and took meticulous notes. Franklin, he just went out. He ate, negotiated, and flirted with the French. Guess he ended up being the better French speaker. Franklin by a mile. 7. Abuse AI. Think of AI as your 24/7 ultra-patient free private tutor. Chat with it all day. Get corrections. Ask it to act like a sarcastic barista waiter to test your nerves. AI won't judge you. It'll wait for you to find the words, then correct you with the simplest explanation. It's the ultimate tool for low-pressure practice. So, what are your favorite methods? Drop them in the comments and let's share the wealth. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.